G'day guys and welcome back to GNs_gaming for another Dokkan battle video. So for today's video we're going to be going through the team building guide for the newly EZA'd Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, one that we were expecting, and looking at the stats and his kit, he does look really good. So before we jump into it, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content. I do team building guides for all of the new units that EZA or drop. So straight off the bat for this one, you can see we have a bunch of teams to work with here. You see things like hybrids, full power movie heroes, bond of parent and child, power beyond Super Saiyan. Like obviously tons of 220, 200 and 220% leader skills for us to work with. For our links, we've got Super Saiyan, Saiyan Warrior Race, Gaze of Respect, All in the Family, Prepare for Battle, Shattering the Limit, and Legendary Power. A number of extremely common links in there, and having All in the Family is going to work really well, as you will see later on. So jumping into our linking partners, we don't have a 7 out of 7 linking partner, but we do have a 6 out of 7. And from that, we've got this AGL World Tournament Gohan. Is a Super Saiyan support unit, not one that you're really going to run, if I'm being honest. Jumping into our 5 linking partners, we've got the STR Family Kamehameha Gohan, TEQ Broly and Trunks, so free to play option there. TEQ Gohan and Goku, they could EZA at any point, and that could definitely be an interesting unit right there. We've got the Goku aspect of the AGL Gogeta, so being a movie hero, a unit that you'll be using on a lot of these teams. And then probably the most important of them all is the INT Gohan. Phenomenal unit that can provide support when you go into that Goten Trunks exchange. So I think he's going to be really impactful to helping this newly EZA'd TEQ Gohan look really good. Jumping into our 4 linking partners, we've got the TEQ Goku aspect of the Vegito unit. We've got the INT Vegeta and Trunks, which is good because obviously they're the long event killer these days. The STR Goku Goku Vegeta, the physical Super Saiyan trio, physical Z duo who will EZA during next anniversary, and then we've also got the STR Goku and Gohan. Goku family lead is always handy. Then we move into our 3 linking partners. We've got the STR Future Gohan, we've got the TEQ Gods, and much like the AGL Gogeta, they're going to heavily feature in a lot of these team builds because you do want the movie hero category ally. They also activate the Goku aspect of that, so they're almost most runs there. But we've also got the TEQ Goku Vegeta who can fulfill that role as well. The AGL Gogeta, when he does go into Gogeta, AGL Super Saiyan 3/full Goku, and then we've also got the AGL Kid Gohan as well, a unit that I would love to see get his EZA soon. While we've got that youth sort of team cooking at the moment, add in his support and it would be even more insane. So, speaking of youth, that segues into our first team build here, and it is a youth team based on the Gohan, and Trunks and Goten's leader skills. So you can always chuck in Defenders of Justice, hybrids if you don't have any of these units here. But for this one, we've got them as our lead. We've got the TEQ Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, physical Goten and Trunks, the AGL Goten and Trunks, which is really valuable with their number one. They can just do really big damage. But they got the dodge, they got the orb changing. Really helps the INT Gohans. We've got the physical part of Power Kid Goku in a similar vein. Has the orb changing, damage reduction support is also extremely busted, and combine his 2-turn support with the STR Pan's 2-turn support, and this team is very juiced. So what I would be doing rotation wise is going an INT Gohan on each, and then running one of those with the TEQ Super Saiyan 2 Gohan and the other with the physical Goten and Trunks. So as I said, that gives you 2 floating orb changes and then also STR Pan's insane support. Also, really good thing about this team is you could go into one of the Gohans into Goten Trunks, give off that extra support. Realistically, you could do that with INT Gohan as well, and just have even more support floating on the team, and then take one of the INT Goten Trunks back into Gohan to run alongside the TEQ Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. So yeah, I feel like this team is going to be very, very juiced, and I'm very excited to try this one out. The next team we've got is the TEQ Vegito team build. So a lot of these team builds are going to be similar to ones that you have seen on the channel very recently. Obviously, the best units dominate, and that's why they're in the best team options. So we've got TEQ Vegito as our lead here. We've got the TEQ Gohan, the TEQ Gods, AGL Gogeta, the physical Super Saiyan 4s, and then the AGL Super Saiyan 3/4 Goku. Being a pure Saiyan or future fused fighter lead Earth protecting hero, there's a billion options that you could switch in for this one, but for the purpose of this build, we'd be going with the TEQ Goku and Vegeta the Gods alongside the TEQ Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, and then AGL Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta alongside the physical Super Saiyan 4s. That's going to leave you to float both the Vegetos. You can get into deeper in the fight and pop those active skills and just go crazy with that. And then we'd also be floating the AGL Super Saiyan 4 Goku, who, if you get into Super Saiyan 4, will be providing that big time damage reduction to all of our rotational pieces on this team. So that will be really, really effective. I still really love to run these GT options. You can't specifically run them in all events, but most events they're going to absolutely cook. So the next team build we've got is the INT Vegeta and Trunks build. So as I spoke about before, they're amazing for those longer form content runs. And yeah, so definitely keep them in mind when you're going into those. They've got a great leader skill with Bond of Parent and Child. So rocking them as our lead, that then gives us the TEQ Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, the TEQ Gods, physical blue Vegito, the TEQ Goku, and the TEQ Gotenks. As I said with the last team, with Vegeto's team, you've got a billion options that you can switch into this one, so make changes where required, but we'd be running a Vegeta and Trunks on each rotation to act as our slot ones, and note, they will also be giving the 18 key support as well, which is really, really nice. And then on our slot 2s for each of those rotations, it would be the TEQ Super Saiyan 2 Gohan and the TEQ Gods. That's going to leave you to float the physical Vegito, who has the support, the orb changing, really good against normals, and then has that dodge chance on Super. We've got TEQ Vegito again. It's just really solid defensively at the start of the fight, and then you can go into Vegito and just absolutely fry with that active skill. And then the last one we've got is the TEQ Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. So he's an orb changer, amazing defense. Yeah, just one of the most consistent units that you are able to run, so always really handy to bring him on a team. So this one is sort of like a underrated team is what I would call that one. Then we're going back to sort of that fused fighter, pure Saiyan type of build, but we've got a little bit of a change up here. So we're going with the AGL Gogeta lead instead of the TEQ Vegito. We've got Gohan, the TEQ Gods again. As I said, the TEQ Gods again a very heavily feature, but on this team in particular, you wouldn't have to bring them for the conditions because you've got AGL Gogeta as our lead. If you had the INT Super Saiyan Gohan, he would be a great option to run alongside Gohan here. But on the other side, we've got the STR Rose and then the AGL Rose as well. Finishing out with the AGL Super Saiyan 3/4 Goku again as our floating support. So, rotations, you could probably guess, we've got the TEQ Gods alongside the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, and then we've got the STR Rose alongside the AGL Rose. Clearly, they have a billion links together. There's support going there. That's just a really dynamic combo. And I love the floaters with this team. So the AGL Vegeta's both floating. You can go into AGL Gogeta, which is where you can then pop the active skill, absolutely juice the rest of the rotation. And like if you're able to get that active when you've got that TEQ Super Saiyan 2 Gohan active skill going, I feel like the damage is going to be off the charts. The other key feature that I really like about this team is floating the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Because he's not only going to be supporting the super rotation, But because both the Rosés are also Power Beyond Super Saiyan, it means they're also going to be getting that damage reduction, and that's going to make them look even better defensively as well. So another really, really good team there. And then we've got the TEQ Gods. So TEQ Gods, probably an underrated leader skill, honestly, in my opinion at this point. Power Beyond Super Saiyan just gets buff after buff after buff. So for this one, we've got them as our lead, the TEQ Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, the STR Blue Goku and Vegeta. They haven't really had much of a feature on this one, but they're literally probably the best unit in the game. We've got the physical Super Saiyan trio, the physical Kid Goku, and then the TEQ Goku Vegeta that go into Super Saiyan Gogeta. Rotation wise for this one, it would be the Gods with TEQ Super Saiyan 2 Gohan again, and then the Gods with the STR Blues. That means we're going to be floating the physical Super Saiyan 3 trio, which works. We can get that standby. They can provide the 2-turn support. Yeah, I think you can definitely make that work with them. We've got the Path Power Kid Goku, as I said before, can give that damage reduction support as well as the orb changing and 2-turn support. And then TEQ Gogeta is just another solid orb changer that you can, then go into Gogeta, and he's really, really good once he does get that transformation off. And that is the team building guide. So hopefully you guys are able to put together some of these teams. As always, comment down below if you need anyone to switch in. Personally, I liked a little bit of a change up with this AGL Gogeta team. INT Vegeta and Trunks offers a lot of flexibility with their leader skill, and TEQ Vegito does the same. But in terms of where I'm going to be testing out this Gohan's EZA first, it is 100% going to be on this youth team, and I'm really, really excited to do so. So let me know down below which is your favourite team. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content, and hopefully I'll catch you all on the next video.